Hello everyone, this is Riley Worstell with your Google Sheets tutorial, and today we are going to do a VlOOKUP. Now the VlOOKUP in Google Sheets is going to be a little different than if you're used to the VlOOKUP in Excel. It still has a lot of similar things to it, but there's key differences that'll confuse you a lot if you are used to Excel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take these names column, favorite color and favorite food. We're going to match the favorite color and favorite food to the names in a different order for the names, and we want this column here and this column here. And obviously what you could do, I guess, if you weren't using VlOOKUP, is come over here and we'll say Pam's favorite color is green, and you could copy that and then paste it there and then go back and see that her favorite food was potatoes and copy that, but that's a long way to do it, especially when we only have, like 6 entries here? Yeah, we have 6 entries, if you see that. But when you have hundreds or thousands of entries, it gets to be a lot. So we're going to show you something. And first, I'm going to do it the way that if you're used to it in Excel would probably make sense to you. So VlOOKUP, your first parameter, if you don't know how VlOOKUPs work, is the value you're actually going to look up in the other table. And then in your second parameter, you would come over here and you would select the range here that you want to look up into, including what matches your first the column that matches your first parameter. As you can see here, it says VlOOKUP exclamation point. Now that is always going to be the name of your sheet followed by an exclamation point, and it's going to do A2 colon C11 as the range. Now I'm going to show you why we're going to do it a little differently after this. Let's say now we need 3 because we want food in that column, and then we're going to do false. So VlOOKUPs can have true or false, and there we go. So, sorry, VlOOKUPs can have true or false, and false means you want an exact match, and that's what I mostly use. So, this worked, right? Her favorite food is potatoes, and we come over here, and we can see that her favorite food is, in fact, potatoes. But as we would do in Excel, we would double click that and we would use the drop down and it would all work. But we have errors here. And if we looked at it, we can see, oh, it's because it actually changed our range every single time it came down. So if you start up here at salmon, you can see it's A3, C12, and then A4, C13, and that's not going to work for us because the bigger list we go, it would get to the point where you wouldn't see any correct ones. You would all have these N/A's. So the way to fix that is to come up here, and in the first parameter, you want to do colon and then B because it's counting the whole column. And if you come over here to VlOOKUP, now this is going to seem very strange if you're used to Excel. But you're going to do A colon C for just VLOOKUPing into those columns. So you actually don't need to select the range. And then you still want 3. So the only things you're changing are you're adding a colon B in the first parameter, and then you're just doing the first column colon the last column after your VLOOKUP in the second parameter. And after you go, you can double click the bottom of that there or drag it down, whatever. And you can see that they all worked correctly this time. And just to show you again how to do this, so if you notice that was in the third column, and in VlOOKUP here, or in the VlOOKUP sheet here, the third column is food. Well, now we want the second column for colors. So you come over here, do the same thing we did before. We're going to open that up, and we're going to select that. We're going to go ahead and add our colon B now. I'm going to do comma, come over here to VlOOKUP, and I'm just going to select the columns because that's the easiest way to do it instead of selecting your range and then changing it. And then I want to say the second column's information and false because we want an exact match. And we drag them down, and voila. Now just imagine if there were hundreds in both of these. That would have made your life a lot easier if you needed that information. So we say, let's do a spot check. So Josh here, his favorite food is shrimp and his favorite color is orange. So we come back here, we find Josh, his favorite color is orange, his favorite food is shrimp. So it seems to have worked. There's your proof that it works. If you have any other questions, you can comment below. Thank you.